Hello students, ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ കാണാൻ പോണത് കോൺസ്റ്റന്റ് ഫംഗ്ഷൻസിന്റെ ഡെറിവേറ്റീവ്സ് എങ്ങനെയാ ബിഹേവ് ചെയ്യണത്, അതുപോലെ അതിനോട് റിലേറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒന്ന് രണ്ട് കാര്യങ്ങളാണ്. So, characterization of constant functions in terms of the derivative. So what is meant by characterization? ഒരു സംഭവം ഒന്നിന്റെ ക്യാരക്ടർ ആണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആ സംഭവത്തിന് മാത്രമേ ആ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ഉള്ളൂ, ആ സംഭവത്തിന് ആ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ഉണ്ട്, അതിന് മാത്രമേ ആ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ഉള്ളൂ, വേറെ ഒന്നിനുമില്ല. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് കോൾഡ് characterization. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, മുളകിന്റെ ക്യാരക്ടറൈസേഷൻ ആണ് എരിവ്. എരിവ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് മുളകിന് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ, മുളകിനെല്ലാം എരിവുണ്ട്. So like that. We will start. Suppose E is an open subset of Rn. F is a function defined on E to Rm and it's a constant function. What can you say about the derivative of f, namely f dash of x? നിങ്ങളുടെ സിംഗിൾ വേരിയബിൾ കേസ് നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം, if function is constant then the derivative is 0. ഇവിടെ സിംഗിൾ വേരിയബിൾ അല്ല, ഇവിടെ സെവറൽ വേരിയബിൾസ് ആണ്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ കോഡൊമൈനും അത് റിയൽ ഫംഗ്ഷൻ അല്ല, കോഡൊമൈൻ is Rm. So what can you say about the derivative? Can you guess? You can guess that derivative must be equal to 0 as in the usual case, but you have to prove it. So how do you prove? We have to show f is differentiable first, then only we can talk about f dash of x. So how do you show differentiability? You look at f of x plus h minus f of x. If it can be written as a linear transformation applied to h plus a remainder term, where the remainder term tends to 0 faster than h tends to 0, then we say that the function is differentiable with that linear transformation as the derivative. ഇവിടെ function constant ആണ്, so f of x plus h minus f of x, it is a constant. Sorry, it is equal to 0. Left side is equal to 0 because f is a constant. അപ്പോൾ റൈറ്റ് സൈഡിൽ 0 ആവണം. നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചു ഈ ലീനിയർ ട്രാൻസ്ഫർമേഷൻ ഇത് യുണീക്ക് ആയിരിക്കും. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ r of h that must tend to 0 as h tends to 0, but again faster than h tends to 0. So can you find out a linear transformation such that the left side becomes equal to 0, and can you find a remainder r of h which tends to 0 faster than h tends to 0? Yeah, sure, because if you take f dash x is the zero linear transformation, then the first term this becomes equal to 0, and if you take r of h, the remainder as 0, then it will tend to 0 faster than h tends to 0. And if such a linear transformation exists, it must be unique. So f dash x equal to 0 can be the only linear transformation which makes the left side equal to 0. This means that f is differentiable with the derivative is equal to 0. So we have proved if the function is constant, then derivative is 0. The function is constant, then f dash x is equal to 0. So we have proved this result. Now I want to ask you, what about the converse? Is the converse true or false? That means what is the converse? If f is differentiable with f dash x is equal to 0, then is f constant. So we will discuss it. Suppose your function is defined in R2. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and you have two sets, E1 and E2, and their union is E. Both E1 and E2 are open in R2. Therefore, E1 union E2 is also open in R2. That means E is open in R2. And suppose you have a real function defined on E in this way. F of x is equal to 2 if x is in E1, and f of x is equal to 3 if x belongs to E2. Then function is not a constant. But you can check that the derivative is equal to 0. So the converse of the above result is not true in general. So the next question is, under what circumstances the converse becomes true? So what you observe is, if your domain of function consists of such two different parts, then the converse is not true. So let us make the domain a single portion, not like this. So under what circumstances the converse is true? So we'll discuss this. So we'll prove a theorem first. So suppose E is an open subset of Rn, and assume that E is also convex. So what is meant by convex? Convex means you take any two different points of E. Look at the straight line joining these 2 points. That straight line must also lie in E. Such kind of subsets are known as convex sets. So E is an open convex subset of Rn, and F is a differentiable mapping of this E into Rm. Now, suppose there exists an m greater than 0 such that the operator norm of the linear transformation f dash of x is less than or equal to m for all x in E. That means for every x in E, you can find a single number f greater than 0 such that this happens. So the operator norms are uniformly bounded by m. Then the conclusion is norm of f of b minus f of a is less than or equal to norm of m into norm of b minus a. Mark it as 1 because we need this result for all a and b in E. ഇതാണ് പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. So this norm in the left side, that is norm of Rm, and this norm in the right side, that is norm in Rn. That has to be understood. So we want to prove this result. This result. So proof. For all a and b in E, you want to prove that result. So you fix your a and b in E. Now you define gamma of t is equal to 1 minus t into a plus t into b. What is this? This is the line segment joining the vectors A and B in Rn. You define gamma of t this way: for all t in R for which gamma of t belongs to E. Since E is open, you can find such kind of t for which gamma of t belongs to E. Okay. Now, since again E is convex, for 0 less than or equal to t less than or equal to 1, your gamma of t will belong to E surely. For all t in 0, 1, gamma of t will belong to E because of the convexity of E. Now this is the figure. This is the interval 0, 1. This is your E subset of Rn, and you have the points A and B here, and this is the line joining A and B, and F maps E into Rm. F maps E into Rm. Now look at the composition. First gamma from here to here, then F. So G is F composite gamma. So it is a mapping of interval 0, 1 into Rm. G is a mapping of interval 0, 1 into Rm. This gamma is differentiable. Gamma is differentiable. F is given to be differentiable. F is given to be differentiable in E. So the composition is differentiable with the derivative by chain rule. G dash of t equal to F dash of gamma of t composite with gamma dash t. Now what is gamma dash t? Gamma dash t is, you differentiate with respect to t, this expression. So you will get b minus a. So substitute here F dash of gamma of t into b minus a. Let us take norm of g dash of t. Norm means operator norm, because g dash is a linear transformation. So norm of g dash of t equal to norm of f dash of gamma of t into b minus a, the operator norm. But this norm can be identified as a norm in Rm also. And recall, we have this fundamental inequality, norm of Ax less than or equal to norm A into norm x for all x in Rn. So use that to get this is less than or equal to norm of f dash of gamma of t, operator norm, into norm of b minus a. And this norm is in Rn. This norm is in Rn. But norm of f dash of x was less than or equal to m for all x in E. So in particular, norm of f dash of gamma of t, that is also less than or equal to m, because gamma of t belonging to E for t in 0, 1. So the above inequality is less than or equal to m into norm of b minus a for all t in 0, 1. Okay, this much we have obtained. Now I will go back to the first semester of your MSc course. In real analysis, you have learned that the mean value theorem is in general not true for vector valued functions, but still you have a mean value theorem available for vector valued functions with equality replaced by an inequality. So what is that? So it is in page number 113 of your Rudin's Principles of Mathematical Analysis book. It is theorem 5.19. So what is mean value theorem is for vector valued functions. Norm of g of 1 minus g of 0 is less than or equal to 1 minus 0 into norm of g dash of c for some c in between 0 and 1. So you have inequality here, not equality. So that is fundamental, not fundamental theorem of calculus. What is that? Mean value theorem for vector valued functions. So let us apply this theorem. So let us apply this theorem. Norm of g of 1 minus g of 0. So we will go to the next slide. Norm of g of 1 minus g of 0. It is less than or equal to 1 minus 0 into norm of g dash of c. So mean value theorem for vector functions. But according to the previous slide, norm of g dash of t was less than or equal to m into norm of b minus a for all t. So in particular, for this c, in open interval 0 or 1 also, you have this inequality holds, less than or equal to m into norm of b minus a. Okay, fine. Now what is g of 1? G of 1 is, g was f composite gamma. So g of 1 is f of gamma of 1. G of 0 is f of gamma of 0. Now what is gamma of 1? Gamma was the straight line segment joining A and B. So gamma of 1 is B and gamma of 0 is A. Right? So left side here, that is equal to this thing. I am expanding my left side, which is again equal to norm of f of b minus f of a. So now club this to this. So what I will get? Norm of f of b minus f of a is less than or equal to m into norm of b minus a for all a and b in E. And this is what we wanted to prove. Hope you understood the proof. Now we will prove a corollary. This is what is important to us. Suppose f dash x is equal to 0, the zero linear transformation. Then x is a constant in E. Where what is E? Here E is an open convex subset of Rn. So E is open convex subset of Rn. So proof. So if f dash of x is equal to 0, the zero linear transformation, then what is the operator norm? Norm of f dash x is equal to 0, the real number 0, for all x. So what is your m? M can be taken as 0 in this case. M equal to 0 in 1. In 1 you put m is equal to 0, because if f dash equal to 0, then m equal to 0. So what I will get? Norm of f of b minus f of a is less than or equal to 0 into norm of b minus a for all a and b in E. But the left side is always greater than or equal to 0. And in the right side of 1 you have m equal to 0, therefore right side is also equal to 0. So norm of f of b minus f of a must be equal to 0. That means f of b must be equal to f of a for all a and b. This is precisely saying f is constant. So we prove F is a constant if E is an open convex subset of Rn is identically equal to 0. Hope you understood the proof. Thank you.